for the country out. Yo, boy. What's up? ReeceMustSee football, nigga.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visitors and our home team. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His team 1-0 following the season opening win last Sunday. His counterpart on the other side, the coach of the home team. His team also winners in their opener, so a couple of 1-0 teams doing battle here. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. We are set for a good one. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the man from Purdue, their quarterback, Aiden O'Connell.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Quick throw, taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Ty Zentner to kick it. Davis to return it. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time.
What's going on, blood? Yeah, what's going on? Nothing up here messing with this dang game, trying to get something live on my YouTube channel. Just got through logging off this homework stuff, man. Trying to get this bachelor's degree in this criminal justice come June, but trying to stay steady with accumulating what I need to accumulate. But man, just staying out the way, man. Trying to get up on right thing. That's all. Yeah, just a few months, man. Like I said, just been trying to stay up in that, man. Like I said, because everything else, man, been pulling me down. So I just need a scapegoat. So got back into school, man, and been using that, man, to kind of like keep me going. Because like I said, dealing with all that other extra bull crap that I dealt with, man, just kind of like, does damage, does damage. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I can hear you now, blood. But yeah, I'm just chilling, man. Just got through finishing off that probation too. Actually, this maybe last week. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think last week. Yeah, just trying to stay cool. Go get my feet wet Monday, man. 'Cause it's been like a year and a half, probably two since I've been on the workflow. So, my tools upstairs is a lot better, so I know what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna use my motivation of going in there just to accumulate these checks, man, is to put me in a better place, but not to just be thinking about today, think about tomorrow as well. So I'm putting a little bit more focus in tomorrow because shit, I will be here to see tomorrow. It's what I got to start realizing until I can. Just throwing away stuff that we could use tomorrow, man. Puts us in a better place tomorrow, cause tomorrow gonna come, and you right, blood. But you been cool. You been cool, man. Yeah, that's that's cool. Yeah, I just needed. I probably need like 6 months of being MIA. And the sad part about it is, I wish it would have been like this maybe over a year ago. You see how much time go by, and then now you tell yourself, "Damn, man." That comes with setting goal lines and still and there's nothing wrong with doing so, but when you don't meet them, it hurts. But at the same time, now I'm telling myself for real, put myself away 4 or 6 months, something that I should have done, but I can't talk about what I should have done. Now I'm about to do it and see what I come up, and then see what I come up with. And then I feel like, Bloods, I'm gonna be honest with you, I could be myself again because I ain't 100% Maurice, and you know when you totally yourself and when you totally not. So when I get right there, now I can operate the way that I normally used to operate, but this time I be in a better form. So wisdom is what helps. It helps the situation. So when you see me, man, yeah, same old Maurice, but tools upstairs got to be a little bit tighter, man, and that's how it is. Shit, ain't no point in living if you ain't trying to grow. Go ahead. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. That's growth. That's hella growth. And then you probably feel so much better. Like no matter how much you accumulated back then doing that, shit, it feel like shit. This what you accumulating now, doing what you do now, just seems so much better. Feel like it's more. That just gives you that feel. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's a real spiel. Yep, there you go. And then on top of that, even with you outgrowing the stuff that you just spoke about, you can still go get that shit if you wanted to. That's if you wanted to snap into that mode. Like I said, the feel is so much better. Is that shit. Look at how you can afford it now doing the shit that you doing now versus how you tried to afford it doing the shit you used to do. Yeah. let's do the math. Let's weigh it up and see who weigh more. There we go. But yeah, I needed this. I needed this. I ain't gonna lie to you. I needed this. Like on some real shit, man. I needed this. Nah. Yeah. 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 And I seen and I said that to myself. I said that to myself. I probably said that to you, but I know for sure I said that to myself. That's me just paying attention and just and hearing you out as well. Like shit, are you more on the work talk? I ain't gonna give a fuck what nobody else talk about. All that other hustle shit. I already know that's you. But to hear you talk about on the work stuff, how you feel comfortable. I remember you telling me this, man. It wasn't even so much about the money they was paying the hour. It was about you uh feeling comfortable or saying this job I'm willing to work this job. You tolerated this job and so it's like, yeah, I can do this. That's what I remember you telling me that stuff, man. But at the end of the day, that is some real shit, and that's where I'm at. So, like I said, Monday, I go get my feet wet. I'm gonna see what this about, man. But I'm more mind over matter. Like I said, get myself where I should have been, but not thinking about where I should have been, but actually getting there and say, shit, I made it, regardless of how long it took just knowing that. So yeah, Bloods, I needed this, man. I'm glad you tapped in. I seen that mug, but I was on that Zoom, man. I've been out of the way, and it's been a lot of hard stuff that's been going on. Family, we could be a lot closer and everything. And I love our bond. I ain't gonna never hate on that. I love our bond. That bond always been that bond since day one. I locked in. I mean, eye contact with you as a youngster. It's just that we get older and everything, and then life happens. But it's always something about that 360 shit, man. It just like it brings you back. So you tapping in, man, was much needed. And man, I ain't gonna lie to you, Bloods out, and no excuse on my behalf as a man, but I was in love with cricket, bro. I was in love with cricket as a kid, bro. I'm gonna be 100 with you. No excuse on. I know I should have been there, but at the same time, damn, damn, man. And that's where I'm at. And like I said, to hear you, bro. And this is being 100. I love PJ and everybody burning and everybody else, but it's something about me and you, man. It's something about me and you, man. And that's just speaking from the heart. No matter how far away, how long it take, man. It's something about me and you, man. Actually, gotta wipe these tears out my eyes. I love you, blood, man, on the strength. But yeah, man, I gotta put myself up. I put myself up, and then I come back and see you, man. I put myself up and I come back and see you. I just wanted to make sure that I'm getting myself the way I need to be and stop half jacking, stop sitting up in this mug with my dude. And I'm not an actor. My boy said this. Rest in peace, man. Little Papa. He's a rapper, not an actor, but he do a real good job at acting with pretending like everything all right. That's why I said I gotta put that to the side, man. And it's me speaking from the heart to you. I gotta put all that to the side and really make it be all right. And that's what I'm gonna do, man. And I'm gonna tap in with you more just to give you my status. I used to do my PO like this, man. It's crazy. I have to tap in with my PO to have someone to speak with. Like I just tapped in with her a couple of days ago to let her know that I didn't get the job because of my background. Because I got that distribution and everything. And I should have been straight up forward and told them people, but it's all good. He worked in mysterious ways. I was able to get on. Like I said, I text her to let her know, but she keeps me, said she keeps me level where you gonna be all right. So like I said, I had that connection with somebody means a lot. And I got that in you, man. And it just being 100. But yeah, Bloods, I'm definitely going to tap in with you more. But Monday, it's my new start. I start over Monday, bro. I know. I already know you. You do. You always do. I mean, and this is just being 100 out of every time. You always found me. Yeah, yeah, damn right. I got you. I got you. Like I said, I'm tapping in. And I always love that studio stuff. I just my old self can't never get steady with it. But one of these days, man, I'm gonna get steady with something. I don't even give a damn if that's just like, hey, shit, seeing your face more than I ever seen your face. That's getting steady with something. Fuck the music if the music never go. Fuck the bud if the bud never go. Life. Yep. All right, I love you too, man. Whenever I see them, I tap in. I tap in. So definitely let them know. But man, I'm gonna be tapping in with you real soon, fam. I love you, man. All right, all right. Let me get back to it. Need to hear that. Let me get back to it. Big blood zone, hit me up. Let me get back to it.
They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
It's not often
Another
that you
one of
can
these
win
rookie
by
quarterbacks
multiple
wearing number
scores in the
zero.
NFL, so you got to
This is
imagine they're
annoying.
coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Man, let me put that spotlight on him. I might let me find out. I think I seen his face. Montez. Ooh. Oh boy, I'm gonna see. I made my
This clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a
get away from
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So I'm not really sure if it would have mattered, Mike. I don't think they were going to have enough to pick up the first down either way, but at least if that ball's completed, third down's just a little bit more manageable, because now after the incomplete, they find themselves in third and pass.
Now they'll set up the screen for Ali. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. That is fielded at the 13. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
First possession, second
Dragons
possession.
offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They go play action. It's O'Connell. It's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
From the gun, on third down, it's O'Connell. And that is incomplete. Jonathan Mingo, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Here's Ty Zentner now. And he's on to punt for the second time in this opening quarter. The Huskies offense ready for their second possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And into the hands of Werner, the tight end. A peek at his receiving numbers from a week ago. Part of the offensive performance that led them to victory.
Cut. Ready?
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Yes, the rookie. They made life so much easier.
He'll drop to throw.
Walker.
It's made there, left side by Walker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
For Melbourne, first down. And 8 yards pickup. First down.
They'll run with a man from Marshall, Rashid Ali. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On the zone read, it's a give to Ali. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get 15 on that game. That's enough for a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
Now this time, they'll look to throw.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll look underneath for Ali. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
Well, if that was a pickup on 1st or 2nd down, you'd be thrilled. But here on 3rd and long, just doesn't quite get enough to pick up the first down, and it's going to bring up 4th.
His kick is good. And the Huskies are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25.
Take nose, quarterback from Melbourne. We got 8 and 0 on the spotlight.
This next possession.
Remember?
And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first down.
Austin's quarterback last season.
Winning formula as they start drive number 3.
Making it to the postseason. And you get to remember Cam Williams was the quarterback. He's actually rookie free agent. That's what happened. Both teams swap out quarterbacks.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Both teams.
They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's a 3-point game here early on. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. So, from the 36, it is first and 10.
4, 5, Week 2, sorry.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 7.
That's what you're doing.
Now O'Connell throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
There's teams that didn't make close postseason this year. I've seen a few of them out there acting up this season. I like it.
From the gun, it's O'Connell. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 41, here's second and 8. O'Connell to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, set.
On the ground from Northwestern, this is Evan Hall. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On second down, O'Connell fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's O'Connell. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Here's a run going left. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. It is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Dragons will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Huskies offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10.
What you do, say no if we can back out.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. The 1st-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Here's a toss, right side. Oh, he's got behind the line, and the ball is out. And this one is recovered by the defense.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
Long season, though. We can maintain the sense of teams start out good and fall apart.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down.
Teams start out poor, gets fired like King Anchorage. How about seeing one in the postseason?
Back to throw. That's going to be intercepted.
Right into the cross.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Dragons offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. And that will be a 1st down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up second
down, 8 yards to go.
15-yard line.
So false.
Off the play fake, it's O'Connell. In trouble, and down he goes. Keanu Benton. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So talk things over before third down.
You know what the defense doing. They got them boys far back there going back. They close by each other. What kind of defense? Man, look, they adjust.
To throw is O'Connell.
Shit, get rid of him.
Going right, it's taken in. He's going to be out of bounds. He is well shy where he needed to get to. He'll bring up fourth down.
They confuse the hell out of me.
Our score. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. On fourth down, they'll send in the field goal unit. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dragons will take a 6-3 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Huskies offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10.
200 yards.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards. 2nd and a yard. 60. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
A gain of 3 on the play. And a Melbourne first down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And thankfully for him, one of his teammates able to secure it. No turnover. And they will hold on to the football. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field, and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Dragons offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They go play action. It's O'Connell. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1.
2nd and 18.
Block it.
14-yard line.
On play action, O'Connell. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the run, it's Cole. And this sequence, not one to build on. He's going to lose yardage on the 3rd down, and quickly it brings up 4th down. The Dragons punt team unit comes out, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team
gets possession. He's got sidelines the best friend. The timeout.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. So, halftime, straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen as the EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half.
6-2 is the name of it.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
77. They hurt him. Give it to Ali.
Carry now for Ali. He looks forward for maybe a yard. Jonathan Owens able to make the play. From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. To the middle of the field and caught by Walker. He'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. 14 yards on that pass play there. That's enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A run with Ali. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
At the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
From the 46. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Great points I've seen week 1, week running backs. Week 1 followed up so far. Another JD, great.
We'll try the right side this time. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even great. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
The Huskies ready to punt. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. The Dragons offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10.
Austin looking playoff team last season until we got hurt. We lost their last 4 games.
Tries to start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
Here's a
9.
2nd and 9.
Real schools. Late call.
Now they'll set up to throw.
There it is.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
No, sir.
Give him 14 on that one. And that will be a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That's right in his hands.
Wide for home. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
3rd down and 12.
3rd and long.
Hey, so tell me these defenses don't show up like this.
Now O'Connell will try to hit him with a screen. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. He's going to bring up 4th down.
4-yard gain.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
This fielded inside the 35. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
7-yard line.
This was a little fast because number 77.
The Huskies offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10.
Rookie quarterback's going to merge. So far, it's been that boy Blink.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's into the hands of Wester. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
They'll try and run for it. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
On the bootleg, it's O'Connell. He finds Bell. That's caught. The flag is down. It's a gain of a yard. But let's check the call. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That's when he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
Let's go now.
They'll begin here on the ground. good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
This is one of those plays where you got to give them some love after. Let them know it was an outstanding run and all of that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
Mingo some slack. This Mingo first year in this system. Everybody remember he was on the boards.
Handoff here. Upfield. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
66 overall, but we good. Everybody knows all these folks in this league got real low overall.
Up the middle they go. And pick up 3 or maybe 4. Keanu Benton's there for the stop. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
This week, real low.
Out of the shotgun, O'Connell. And down to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Yeah.
From the gun, it's O'Connell. And it is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal. But nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Yes.
And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10.
At their own 8-yard line.
Here's a designed run. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. How about 25 yards to start this drive? First down.
This is a great example of when a great play call meets great execution. His blockers created a nice run lane, and all he had to do was get there and hit it. And that is a massive gain on the ground.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They had what?
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
3 points. This means I losing crazy last week.
4th quarter begins on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. That's caught by Walker. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
So we see this more and more often in today's NFL, Mike, where on 3rd down, the ball is actually thrown short of the chains. And there's really 2 reasons. 1, teams are a lot more willing to use 4th down. And 2, they have a lot of confidence in these receivers and tight ends and backs to run after the catch.
The Dragons
put this game
their way
to
back
bed.
out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
Your defense scaring you.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And this tackle there, he pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now is one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
I'm going to get to that man and win the championship with San Juan.
Off the sideline to the 40.
And
he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. And that will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
So look at they play. Look at how running play.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with him again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
That's smart.
It'll be a pickup of 10. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, it's O'Connell. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big kicker. And this is one of those plays, Mike, that's a little tough for the defense to stomach. They got a chance to get off the field, and they just weren't able to get enough penetration to prevent him from picking up the 1 yard that he needed.
To the ground, first down run. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
And the touchdown, period. Defense touchdown. Yeah. Defense showed up.
Now give on the ground. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A pickup of 12 yards. And that will be a first down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. And he stopped.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Exiting the pocket right. And on 3rd down, that ball
incomplete. Just standing there, moving around.
It felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then As they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That might do it. Oh, geez.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal. They'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it 1st down.
Wow.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. Now a timeout for injuries. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout.
Left. If it's awkward, man, you made the pass a lot harder trying to throw across the field. Spinner just read that and knocked that down to the ground.
2nd and goal.
They got it going on fast.
Let's go
I
now.
gotta put this game on. It's miserable.
70 Lions.
Can't let them stick around. They got y'all another chance of life to put the game away. There he is. He's gonna put it away.
He'll get the carry here. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Tokyo. That is first touchdown of the new year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Yeah, they messed up.
Extra point attempt still to come.
Some bonehead play. That's funny.
He's got it. And the Dragons move out in front, 13-3.
Yeah, piece of that and win this one. They need a miracle.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Huskies offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They have likely one play left here north of the 2-minute warning as they're going to get started with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by Ali. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He's pressing like slipping.
Here's 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. Dump this out wide to Ababa-Congo. And he's out of bounds with the 1st down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock.
That's good for a Melbourne 1st down.
A tight end in motion now.
On the play. And a Melbourne 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. Here comes 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He'll throw it left and has his running back. This crowd is trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. That's what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's a real life. That's why they got thrown in the pressure and all that. It makes a difference. It should be like, man, this blitz ass, you know, blitz for real. They throwing the pressure.
They'll keep it on the ground. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down. 4th quarter stands and forces a turnover on down.
What a demonstration they laid down. Leader of the defense, Fury Conway. Coming through there.
The Dragons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance.
Yeah, you did your thing, more. You gotta put that spotlight on him. Oh my goodness, man. Ali, 78 overall. Third year, man. Boy, damn, boy. You had 12 toast last week. At 8 this week. Damn, boy.
On the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. First and 10 now from the 36.
For my next
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
You know, I'm doing no. That's your job. You know, you see why they traded. They're winners away from him.
So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say